Good morning, fellow wrestling fans, and if you're like me, you just woke up to a blanket of snow outside and some big wrestling news by way of New Japan Pro Wrestling in regards to the Rainmaker. Kazuchika Okada has announced that his 16-year run with the company, dating back to 2007, is coming to a close. His contract ends at the end of this month on the 31st, and his tenure with the company will end next month with their New Beginning events. He's got some matches scheduled from now until then, and I read what was announced. I read the press release and what Okada was quoted as saying and what New Japan had to say on there, and it seems very amicable. Okada just wants to pursue other interests. You look at the stage of his career right now, 36 years old. Professionally, the New Japan style it's strong style. It's a stiffer style. He's getting older. And on the personal side, he just celebrated the birth of his first child, so he has a family, he has different priorities, and he has expressed an interest in wanting to compete more here in the United States, which, as an Okada fan, I am more than happy to hear. So where does Okada land? Where does the former 5-time IWGP Heavyweight Champion, multi-time G1 winner, multi-time New Japan Cup winner, multi-time Tokyo Dome main eventer, where does this man line up? Certainly the biggest star that New Japan has produced in the last 15 years, bar none, and has been their MVP for a long time. Has taken the title of ace of the company, with all due respect, from Tanahashi, in my opinion, and has had some of the greatest matches in that company's history. And speaking of Tanahashi, their legendary rivalry is one of the things that put me on New Japan, between that and AJ Styles going there a decade ago. Okada and Tanahashi is like the Rock and Austin of New Japan. Their feud is like the Rock-Austin feud, or really reminds me more so of, similarities. Anyways, Okada is set to come to the United States to compete full-time, I don't know if he's going to move over here or not. I think he has said that he's not interested in moving over here full-time, that he wants to stay in Japan. So if that's the case, that kind of eliminates WWE from contention for me. They're not going to let him just live over there and work part-time over here. And he's not going to be in the Royal Rumble this year. There's not going to be any Okada appearance. He's still under New Japan contract past the Rumble. We're not going to see him in the Royal Rumble. I'm going to have to take WWE out of contention. And, there's a lot of people there he could have excellent matches with. He could definitely be a world champion for the company. And I think under Triple H, Okada would do well in WWE. Just fast-track him right to the main roster. Again, 36 years old. This man is a star. He's been a star for the past decade. He doesn't need to go to developmental. He can work out in the Performance Center and learn the camera angles and how WWE does things. But no, he does not have to go to NXT. But he's not going to WWE. Then we have TNA. TNA, which has some pretty good things going for him to kick off 2024. I will say that. I'm looking forward to watching their product more so than I was. And, I got it on YouTube, so I'm definitely check it out every week now and review it here on the channel. So stay tuned for that. I'm very excited to do that. But I don't think Okada's going to TNA full-time. Of course, smaller schedule. He could still work New Japan dates if he wanted to, and he could still live in Japan. I don't see that being an issue, but it's just the visibility that TNA has, sadly. I don't watch them on Access TV. I watch them here on YouTube. It's like $1 and some change a month. You become a member of their channel. It's like 90 minutes, easy breezy watch. Again, that's why I said I'm going to start reviewing it here. And hey, it would be cool to review TNA Impact every week with Okada, and Okada on top as world champion, kicking ass and having great matches. But I don't see that either, just because of the visibility the company has on television. So that only leaves one more landing spot. And again, if I'm wrong, I'll come back on here and admit I was wrong. But AEW, I am pretty sure within the next 2, 3, at max 4 months, we will get the Kazuchika Okada is All Elite graphic, and Okada will be a permanent player for AEW. And hey, again, there's lots of people there that Okada can have great matches with. Towards tail end, maybe we can even get Okada versus Swerve Strickland for the AEW World Champion. Shut up and take my money. Book it now, Tony Khan. I just gave you a great pay-per-view main event for Full Gear. So that's my opinion on it, guys. I want to know what you guys think. Do you think Okada's going to AEW? Could he go to WWE? I mean, anything's possible in wrestling. Again, like I said, this is going to be a big year as far as contracts are concerned, both with television and talent alike. Okada leaving New Japan, I didn't have that on my 2024 bingo card, so we'll just have to see. But until then, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel and smash that like button. I'll catch you next time.